Boom, I have hit the button. It's still doing that weird number, but whatever, that's fine. Just, I've never looked at that before, don't look at it now. Well, we're back to the main story. So...
As much main story as we're actually playing.
Well, yeah, we're back to the main story, which is actually the side story, because last time was the main story. Anywho, speaking of, who can remember what happened in the last main story episode?
I ended up going to hell.
True, that happened.
We arrived in a funky town where there were lots of funky people.
Before we're in a cave with a weird polar bear that told us everything about his... What term did you use?
Clandestine?
His secret society.
Yeah.
The clandestine society. Totally.
His badly named secret society.
Yes.
He totally tells everyone about.
And I kicked my own ass.
Did you?
And so did Joseph,
Yes,
technically.
I also kicked my own ass.
It was the other way around, right?
But in a more positive way.
Alright, so...
And I was burrowing into people's heads and listening to voices.
You'd activated your steal thoughts. Detect thoughts, that's the one. I couldn't remember the spell, so I was just thinking what it did. Steal thoughts from head was what I thought of. And... yeah. Let us recommend. You have been walking a little ways into the town. Bormina has decided to stay back in those trees for a bit.
Because why not?
Nuru was in the middle of trying to dispel magic on these people who were weird.
What was I?
Or read their thoughts or something like that. You were doing something magical to them.
Yeah, I have detect thoughts on, but I was only getting, I think on the top layer static, and on one layer
Hello?
below I just hear multiple voices.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Now he's gone again.
What?
Lawrence is just popping in and out of the chat.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Andrew, is that correct? That on the top layer I hear basically nothing, and on the deeper layer I hear a lot of voices?
Yeah, basically top layer it was like the equivalent of static. Obviously it's not static that you hear, but that's what it's the equivalent of. A lot of dead noise, and then when you try to go deeper you hear a huge concordant cacophony of C words. Lots and lots of different voices and thoughts and things like that.
And I think I failed my check and couldn't really figure out what they were saying.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
So what is everyone else doing? Because you saw Nuru looking at people, waving his hands about, and
no components, I don't think.
I think it depend on how you.
I was using the non spell slot version. Yeah.
Okay.
Smoothie's gonna grab some smelling salty things from his pouches and just try and see how they react to them.
So you're just gonna go up to one and be like, sniff this.
Yeah, see if they react like normal people or if they're just weird.
They're obviously most of the people are twice the size of you. So you go up to one and sniff this, and he does a full 90 degrees bend over, sniffs it, and then straightens back up, and doesn't really. He's it's as if he's waiting for you to say the next thing of alright, I have sniffed it, now what? Still the same wide eye, big smile. Joke, I just hit the town.
I turned to this group that is taking me and they're all dead. Dead inside.
Wait, is that
Damn,
why?
Tails.
is that the people or is that the group?
The people. I'm indicating at the person. Just shouting in the middle of the street.
Yeah, but the big question is why?
Why is not important? How is important?
Well, that's sometimes the same thing.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Does it interact? Does it respond to me?
Yeah, he responds. He turns around. Hello. Big smiles. Big smiles all around.
This may be an odd question, but hear me out. Are you dead?
No. That, yes, again, long pause before the answer.
I put my hand on his chest to check for a heartbeat.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Give me a medicine check. Let's see how well you do for finding a heartbeat. Sure, 13 is enough for you to notice that there is a heartbeat.
No, he's alive.
Nat 1. Nope, he's dead.
Did anything happen to you in the past that was in any way traumatic? An attack on the village. Did something specifically happen to you? Did you get a hit on the head or something?
And then there's another long silence. Nope. I mean, personally, Andrew is traumatized right now because he keeps looking at those NPC pictures, and it is upsetting me greatly. I wish I'd changed them in the past week. But
What's
I
your
guess
name?
it's giving the effect I designed, so...
What's your name?
He goes silent for a very, very long time. George. You see a slight twinge away from the pure smile that what you know what, everyone give me a perception check to see how well you notice it. Everyone does notice the twinge. It's more to see. Okay, so yeah, you definitely do.
Oop, wrong one. Sorry.
Sir, are you having a stroke?
Would have been so good if I did get that first one, but no stupid clicking on persuasion.
Okay, so the 16 and the 17, you can see that in the moment before he gave the answer, it was the slightest twinge of confusion.
You seemed confused there. It's.
Did Nero tell us that he was mind scanning people?
I don't remember. Nuru, did you do that?
Probably.
Do you hear anything weird and different coming out of the mind scan while you're mind scanning this person?
Let me check how long it keeps for. It's just a minute. It will probably have worn off by then.
You should still be up at this point. We're still in the same conversation.
Yeah, I don't remember how much it is, but you've got.
It's a minute, but.
Yeah, you're still fine for now because it is the same.
Okay, was there a blip somewhere in his thoughts when he tried to remember his name?
Let's see. How are you digging deep, or are you just?
I was digging earlier, yeah. So I guess I'm still digging.
Right. So, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference in terms of context for me. It's more like because then people know when you've done that. So you did hear that name, like just before he said it, though it was like a slightly more clear thought.
Did it sound like it was himself?
Yes. I was about to say that sort of. It's again hard to tell because of the other noise, but it sounded much closer to the person who you're talking to's voice.
Is that your brother?
We're all brothers.
Is that your brother?
I think
Okay,
I don't think you understand the word all.
Is that your brother?
Anywho,
Yeah, so I relate to the others that I think that the person is still in there somewhere, just buried.
So there's something
subdued.
suppressing. There's something suppressing his personality. Maybe.
I think inward and again try to rouse my passenger and ask if he feels anything weird or they feel anything weird.
silence once again.
Of course.
Stab him. See if that makes him think. Stab him. See if that makes him think.
I'm not going to stab myself in the head.
No.
Oh, you meant the guy, not the passenger. Okay.
Yeah, why would I tell you to stab yourself? That makes no sense.
Um.
I thought you were smart.
Yeah.
I never said that.
1 second.
Melissa's just looking at him like he's stealing her bit or something.
I get my small knife out, like my tiny little sort of little, not like a weapon knife. It's more like a sort of little carving knife or something. And I ask him if it's okay if I just prick him on his arm a little bit for research purposes.
And he goes again, silent for a moment, and go ahead, welcome guest of the village.
I cut his arm a little bit.
Okay. He doesn't seem to react.
Couldn't have you just pinched him or something?
Normal people would say no to being, cut.
I think we have established that people here aren't normal right now.
Yeah, but there's also very few people who would actively agree to being cut, even if they are strange.
Where's the next town? Can we move to there?
Technically, we're just on the just traveling through this town, so we don't necessarily have to stay here. But this is a curious situation.
Since it's been a while, just to remind everyone, the reason you were coming to this town was because you were chasing the wolf, and this is potentially the last place in 10 towns that it's going to go.
Oh, so in other news, do you guys have any livestock or farms that Wolf might be interested in?
Yes, we have livestock, which is not on the map, so you know what? I'm going to draw it, because I'm really good at drawing.
We're going to get to see some of Andrew's legendary artistic talent here.
Oh, why did you take the path away? The nice pink.
Because it's not there yet.
Oh, yeah, right.
Here we go.
The trampoline.
Also, when did new Kirby become more beautiful than Andrew's Kirby?
When it was much harder to move that across maps. Why have I made a boxing ring for the animals?
Cows coming for
Yeah.
cow boxing, amazing. I'm so down.
Ask our friend here, would you like to join our group for a little adventure we're going on?
I'm sorry, I've work to do.
Yes, being in our group is your work. Come along.
He just stands there.
Since this is your work, are you going to come along? Ask him again.
He just like stands and looks at you.
He's normally in charge of this town.
Were you asking him that?
Yeah.
I suppose the seer.
Where are they?
He points at. Oh, let's change of paint. He points at this house. I probably should have
No.
said speaker, as it does say that in big letters, but whatever. Same thing.
Oh, yeah. I would say let's head there and see if somebody in there is more intelligible.
I thought you were going to
I
say
suppose-
intelligent. So, as you're like, obviously, you're basically right there. Oops. You walk forward, and obviously, I found the nameplate thing, so I'm giving everyone names. You see a person sitting out in front of like this side of the building, on like one of the rocking chair type things.
Is it this guy?
Yes, that's why I've gave him
Does
a
he look
name.
like everybody else?
Say again?
Does he look like everybody else?
No, they don't all look the same. I just did that because I'm lazy.
No, I meant like expression wise.
Oh, right, expression-wise, yes.
I go up to him and ask, "Are you the speaker?"
The person you see in front of you is an older woman, and like was just rocking backwards and forwards in the chair, staring into space, and then face bolts over to you. Yes, just staring straight through your soul.
Similar to everybody else or different?
It's the same sort of like expression, yeah.
Hey, I ignore her and go into the house.
Okay.
I'll follow.
You go into the house and there's no one in there. It is just like a general house. There's everything you'd expect in there. It's a little bit, well, you wouldn't know this yet, but it's a little bit nicer and more official than like the other houses around.
I go back out and say, "This is a boring town."
Thank you, sir. No, wait, it's an old woman. Thank you, sir. And just creepily rocks in the chair.
Have you seen a large wolf
No, sir, I
or
have not.
wolf-like creature? Is there anything interesting in this town?
Just silence, silence. Depends what you're looking for.
Anything that other towns don't have?
Just thinking, well, we got the 20 stones, big stones, lots of fish, we got a cow and a pig. Yes, that's what those two are. They're a cow and a pig.
Especially the whole town has one cow and one pig.
Yep, they breed and make a mysterious animal that feeds the whole village.
That's disturbing. That's perhaps the most disturbing thing I've ever heard.
That's the greatest mystery of this town. The fact that there's a pow, a kig.
Yeah, this. Yeah,
Sick.
maybe we should let this town get eaten by a wolf.
I'd disagree with that very much.
Who cares about wolves? They're just natural anyway.
Loads of things are natural, but that doesn't mean they're not bad.
I mean, if it's just the nature of things for it to eat things, I don't see why that's its fault.
It's also nature for me to kill you.
It's not natural for you to kill me. That doesn't make any sense.
Unless you were hungry and he was the only food around.
You make a valid point.
Are you hungry?
Not yet. Maybe in a bit.
It has been a while since you had like an actual meal. Because you've been like out on the road for at least a few days now. So it's been
All right, everybody get the cutlery out.
mostly rations and things like that.
So,
Let's eat Kirby.
I don't think that's a good
we're not
idea.
eating Kirby. That's no.
Oh.
Kerbo is the best.
After this discussion,
Quick.
Smoothie's going to sit down and start making poison with his herbalism kit.
I'm
Poyo, what should we do?
I'm thinking
Fire.
rotisserie style.
Ah,
think
good
poison
work,
skip make
Poyo.
poison?
Your detective investigation skills have come in handy yet again.
And then Poyo just starts walking off in this direction.
I follow Poyo because Poyo knows what's up.
You notice, because you're the only one actually really paying attention to him. He's like, Poyo, and then he sniffs the air, and then starts drooling and walks off.
Yes, I'll follow Poyo to the food.
What about everyone else? The two of them are going over here.
I guess I'll follow.
Oh no, I've got to name the person in here. Look at all these NPCs, I need to give names if you talk to them. The first guy I named George. Anyone else doing anything?
I asked the old woman where the stones are.
I make poison.
Yeah, of course you do. They're down to the southwest of the village. And she points. Obviously you know where the stones are on the map. She points in that direction.
Okay. Not wanting to admit that I'm hungry, I say to the others, should we follow the rest for now? Before they do anything stupid. Smoothie?
Yeah, I'll come along. Just
Okay.
don't mind me. And I'm like standing there like crushing some like slightly toxic leaves.
Seems like a normal thing to do.
It's probably not the weirdest thing you've seen in this group.
Or before.
True. Alright.
Sizing up Melissa, thinking about how much poison it would take to kill Melissa.
Ah, not that much.
Depends on the poison.
Just a wee lass.
It
So,
looks gigantic to Smoothie.
fair. So, Poyo just... So, you know, like the... I don't know why they've got these, because it makes no sense in a fucking frozen horror land. But you know the, like, Western-style swinging doors? This place has
that really
them.
does make no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense at all. But it's what I pictured, so it's what's there. Poyo just walks underneath the swinging arms into the bigger building.
Nice. I'll head in with Poyo.
Yeah, me too.
I'll head in as well.
Sorry, but what is Poyo again?
He
The best.
is a animated bag of devouring. Did that answer your question?
Yeah. Yes, it did. That makes too much sense now.
Anywho, so as everyone else starts walking in, "Ah, more honoured guests! Join us!" And you just see, like, already with, like, 2 empty bowls next to him, Poyo just, like, pouring soup into his mouth.
Yeah.
I think we
Is this an inn?
It is! Best inn in the town.
Is it the only inn in the town?
Best inn in the town. Oh no, you've caught the NPC in a text loop.
Can we have some rooms?
You may have a room. You may each have a room. There are not enough rooms. You may share rooms.
Do you have a
Okay.
menu?
No problem.
Menu? Do you have it?
No. We have soup and we have meat. And we have meat to put in the soup.
How much will this cost?
It is free for honoured guests.
Yay! In that case, I'll have some soup with meat in it.
Hi-oh!
Make that 2 meaty soups.
3 meaty soups it is. And you get
Me too.
Oh.
Please, actually.
a hungry bunch.
I'll
And
stick to rations, thank you.
I wait to see if they're poisoned or not.
I mean, Poyo's
Before I
enjoying
order
it.
soup.
That black hole.
Yeah, Poyo doesn't count. I don't trust Poyo's digestive system to tell me if something's poisoned or not.
He has a constitution of 70. So who wants food? It was Melissa, Jojo Man,
Me!
yeah, Smoothie.
I'll order some as well, but I wait to eat it.
Which one are you having? Meat or no meat?
Meat.
Bird person, are you also joining?
No, I'll abstain from the soup.
So meat soup for everyone except you. No soup for you. And he puts a bowl in front of everyone.
And he puts an empty bowl in front of him.
Enjoy your empty bowl.
My favourite kind of bowl.
Eat up, it will get cold. Especially with those stupid swinging arm doors.
I'm gonna eat it. Nom nom nom.
I'll wait to see what happens.
I would like to smell it, and then if it doesn't smell awful, eat it.
It smells perfectly fine.
Oh, down it goes. I don't care if it's like human meat or anything like that. I'm a cobalt.
Fair. So
Better not be cobalt meat.
that definitely would never happen in my campaign.
Exactly why I feel safe. This is definitely not cannibalism.
Ooh, that's a fun one. Everyone who eats it, give me a nature check.
It tastes like people.
22.
I mean, that's pretty good. That's a little bit better. I don't know.
Nature.
Oh, truly the best.
Yep, I know exactly what's going on here.
Yeah, you've had this plenty of times before. Yeah.
This is cabbage, right?
Whereas the other two, you're like, don't recognize this meat. Like you've tried like obviously all the normal kinds of meat, and it's like it's a bit weird.
As I chew on the meat and swallow, I then bite my arm to see if there's any similarities between the two.
No, you with the nat 20 on that, you know it is not human meat. I'll give you that.
Is this pow meat?
Silence. Yes.
What meat?
Don't worry about it. It's the unholy abomination they say feeds the entire town.
Oh. Oh. How good does it taste?
What should I do? You know what? Actually, why don't you, each of you who's trying it, give me a D20 roll, and we'll see how good you think it tastes. Just
a straight 20.
Straight D20. Okay, Smoothie thinks it tastes good. You think it tastes a bit weird, but not bad.
Tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that the only meat in this soup?
That is the only meat we have.
What does a pow look like?
He just like stares at you as if there is no response to that.
I go like, can I see your kitchen?
You can basically see it behind him. It's like it's more of an open planned place, so like you can see there's like a wall between, but there's like one of those open areas so you can see through into the kitchen. There's like cooking pots and stove and things like that. A bench covered in blood.
Does he have like a storage somewhere or wherever he has his meat?
If you were wanting like the like what would it be, like the actual store, that would be probably outside.
No, if he has a storage space, like where he stores his meat, not the store where he. I assume there's a butcher somewhere, but
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the butcher area is the bloody table.
okay, are there any bones or any meat pieces that are bigger? I'm looking if they have like he has like half a carcass somewhere or something, so I can identify what it is.
Give me a perception and see what you can see. What you can see. Yeah, you can see there's a big slab of meat.
Is it or does it look like anything I've ever seen before?
It just looks like meat. It doesn't have like a shape of any kind that's like, that could have come from a cow. It is just a blob of meat.
That's suspicious.
What? In this town? Something suspicious?
Nah, this is totally non-suspicious.
But if the others aren't like dropping dead from their thingies, I will eat my soup as well.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is delicious, clearly.
It's not that tasty.
Well, I seem to like it.
I
Actually,
prefer salad or something.
before you go to take a mouthful, you hear a voice in your head saying, "I wouldn't if I were you."
I put down the spoon
Okay.
and push the bowl away and ask why.
You don't get a response. You're not really sure where it came from.
Did it not sound familiar?
It did not. It sounded the how do I describe it? It's the same sort of tone, language sort of thing as the warning beacon. So, in the deep language of the ancient ones.
Is there anybody else in the room?
There is not.
Mm.
You can try to give me a perception check or investigation, either one, for like trying to figure out where it came from. So you look around, and for a moment, by like the window to the side of the entrance, you see like a flash of like, did I see someone?
Can I misty step outside the window?
Sure.
Okay. Do I see anybody?
You do not. But you hear the voice again. Ooh, a very nice trick. Again in the same language.
And nobody to be seen. I presume.
So you're trying to respond back.
No, well,
Or is that you thinking that?
no, I said nobody to be seen. I
Oh,
presume.
sorry. I didn't hear that correctly. Yeah, so you can't, you just like look around and you see the villagers just like ambling around as normal. No one nearby.
Okay, I try to answer who and where are you. Not a fan of hide and seek.
You hear again in your head, well, some people have to hide from certain undesirables. Though I wouldn't panic your friends. The people might not like that. Just go along for now. Go about your business, you should be fine. Though, and then he goes silent for a moment. With your condition, I would not eat the meat.
Is there any way we can talk in person without me standing here like an idiot?
Sure, we can speak later. Once the townspeople have went to rest. He says that very sarcastically.
Mm-hmm.
Rest.
Okay, I walk back into the tavern.
Poyo! Poyo Poyo! Points at him walking back in.
I'll ask, what was that about?
I sneezed and accidentally misty stepped. That's the best character trait ever.
Yeah, especially if they're like allergic or something.
I have really bad allergies. And it's pollen season.
Oh no.
Also, as
Oh,
you
luckily,
walk in, you see Poyo just downing your bowl.
that's fine. Wasn't hungry anyway. I just eat one of my rations and stay silent for a bit.
FYI, you were asked by someone what happened.
Not sure yet.
So it's like, are you just not answering them and just sitting down to eat a ration?
Yeah, just say not sure yet and eat a ration for now.
Yeah, I guess I do too.
I like the idea of you vanished, walked back in. What happened? And then sat down.
Can we go for seconds on that delicious soup?
Oh, excellent choice. And then he pours out another
I
bowl.
say I wouldn't.
I look at Poyo. Poyo, what's your take?
He downs another bowl. The bowls are
down another one.
They're stacking up next to him.
I'll down another one with Poyo.
It is as delicious as the last.
Mmm.
Smoothie will follow the words of Neuralindally and stop eating after the first one. Then go back to trying to manufacture poison.
Well, I think 2 full meals is just about enough for me.
Are you sure? Can I not interest you in another bowl? There's only
How
enough.
hungry do I feel?
Give me a constitution check. For how hungry are you? Oh, you're feeling a lot less hungry now.
Okay.
You have had 2 big bowls.
Yeah, because I'm not really hungry anymore, I guess I'll stop eating.
Alright, well, more for your little friend then. And then he just pours out. He basically goes to, like, pour what's left. And he's just like, poyo poyo. And he walks over and just takes the big container and just starts pouring it in his mouth.
I'd like to try and stop him doing that.
Nah,
I don't think-
Poyo can handle it.
I don't think anyone has that kind of power.
Can I go back
Poyo's
into the
got
kitchen?
that, Lawrence, it's fine.
What was that? You want to go and, like, walk into the kitchen?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can do that. He doesn't stop
just
you.
take a look at that meat slab again. Does that actually look like meat as in muscle tissue?
Ooh.
I'll follow.
Give me an investigation for that. Or nature. Nature works too.
That would have been the same.
Alright. And if you're following, you can, like, look at the meat as well. Or you can just look around the kitchen.
I will do a. Let's do nature. Nope.
Okay.
That's to nothing.
Yeah, that looks like, ooh. Cow? Probably? Yeah, sure. It definitely looks like meat. Whereas with the 14, you're like... It definitely doesn't look right. Something isn't... It's not like... It's not the same as if you got a cut of meat. But it's also not the same as if you had, like, minced it up. It just doesn't look right. You can't quite...
Wondering if Neuralindale would know what brain tissue looks like.
That's a weird thing to think.
Is it?
I don't think he would.
Probably not.
Unless there's some horrifying thing that happened in your backstory. Yes,
Wow.
in the Unseelie Court, we actually eat brains every day. Oh, well,
Maybe
yes,
not eat them,
you do
but
know.
you might have seen them splattered around the court once in a while.
Yeah. No, I'd say that there's a good chance of that having happened, but not in, like, close enough, detailed enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't have investigated it. No.
Yeah. It's not. It was never your job to clean that up.
I was never that low in the ranks. Hmm. I go back into the main room and link up to the kobold telepathically
I'll follow.
and go like, I'm not so sure that that stuff was meat in the technical term of meat.
What do you think it was?
I don't know, something talked to me and
Oh,
told me not to
foo.
eat it.
Disgusting.
Something
Yes.
talked to you?
Yeah, not necessarily in a language that makes it more
Soup talk to you?
trustworthy. No, this
you mean
is
the
all
soup talk to you?
telepathically. I didn't say the soup talk to me.
The soup was talking to me. Oh, that's worrying.
Wait, is it one way?
Have a
Oh no,
super day.
thingy has to talk back anyway. My telepathic ability doesn't give the opportunity to respond.
What time is it in terms of like where the sun's setting or whatnot?
That's always a really hard thing to answer in this campaign. Give me a second to think.
I look at my watch. It's a sundial. Oh shit.
Yeah, it would be like afternoon-ish, I think, or like late afternoon.
How tired do I feel?
Constitution check? Very?
Oh, sorry, you cut out for a sec.
Yes, you feel quite tired. You've walked quite a long way. You've recently fought with yourself, and then you've just had a very big meal.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go and have a sleep, I think.
I can show you
So,
to your room.
So after Poyo's finished down and his...
Poyo downed it.
Thing.
He's already asleep.
I pick Poyo up.
He just
And I take
flops
him to
over
a
you
room.
like a beanbag.
Yeah, gotta take care of Poyo.
Once he's left, Smoothie is gonna retrace the steps of the people who told them that voices were talking to them, and go into the kitchen to have a look around.
Okay. If you want to look at the meat as well, nature/investigation. Okay, 20. You know it's not natural meat. It's very obvious that it's like you look at it and you're like the stuff I said before. You know for a fact this isn't a cut of meat. You know for a fact that this does not look like it's been minced. It doesn't. So it's weird because it looks like perfectly normal meat, but when you look at it, you get a really unnatural feeling about it.
Lab-grown meat.
Yes, that secretly you are on top of an umbrella research facility.
Oh god.
That honestly sounds like something stupid enough I might have thrown in.
Watch out for big-boobed, very tall ladies.
Yes, she's over in the castle. So...
Smoothie is gonna go and confer with Nuru and be like, the meat's not natural. It's weird.
Yep.
FYI, currently the person has left, so... Like, showing your friend to his room. So technically, the group is alone right now.
I think we should just burn this village down and move on with our lives.
Burning villages
that would
down,
be one
I'm up
way.
with that.
Sorry, who said what there?
I said that would be one way of doing it. But I'm not sure that would remove the problem.
I
mean-
assume the village is the problem. No?
No,
I
I don't think so. I think they're more the victims than the problem.
Okay. I'm gonna start set a bear trap in my room tonight so that no one can sneak in and get me.
So there are 3 rooms in the inn. You can basically decide in what way you'd want to stay. Obviously, Poyo and Jojo person have already been sent to one of the rooms.
Smoothie's gonna shift to one of the rooms and start using his tinkerer's kit and smith's tools to turn some metal shards into his bag with some springs and make them into like a bear trap that you can set.
Cool.
I shimmy over to Melissa and tell her to sleep with one eye open. And I'll go to... No,
I've never tried that, but sure.
I was wondering how literally she would take that.
but I think I'll share a room with her. if she
Come on,
doesn't mind.
boys. You're with me.
I'm an Aarakocra, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you know that?
It is your character,
Yeah.
but yes.
Yeah.
Boys?
Yeah, I'll follow. I'll follow. Follow.
Movie.
Movie. Yeah. Hello. I suppose we'd better keep. We'd better be careful.
Lizard bodies! Goes to, like, fist bump you.
Suppose will
Come on.
do it,
Yeah!
but you'll be like super awkward about it for no reason.
Yeah! And then I'm gonna go, and when we get to the room, I'm gonna start setting up my elaborate bear trap.
Cool. And anyone else doing anything specific?
I guess
I-
I just go to the room, really.
Yeah, I would like in the room. I would, since elves don't really sleep, but like trance, I would kind of like sit close to the door, like just to the side of the door. So, and as
Does
far
the
as
door
I
have a
know,
lock on it?
No, these doors don't have locks.
In which case, I'll sort of
Push the bed
swaddle-
against the door.
I'll swaddle Kerbo up in the blanket and put him in front of the door. He'll be my alarm. And then
I woke
then I'll
up,
get
the
in
door
bed.
was gone, half of the building was gone. He hasn't moved, but...
I woke up. Anybody tried to come through that door? Gone.
I know I shouldn't ask this, but do I need to do any, like, checks to, like, set up my weird thing?
Nah.
Building?
Especially since I know that it's not going to be relevant for you, so we don't need to worry about it.
Oh, but I mean, if I build it, that means I can, like, deploy it later as well.
Sure, give me some sort of tinkery roll.
Sure. Hey, boys, do you want to come over and help me build this thing?
Come on, I'll help you.
I'd sure appreciate some help. Nah.
29.
That's a fail. Not good enough. Yeah, you make a bear trap. Very good bear
Oh.
trap.
I'm, like, setting it up so that anyone who tries to enter a room with it or thing, and then, like, hide it a little bit in some sort of, like rug style thing. Like,
Yeah, I was reading a book called Bear Traps 101 once.
yeah, but as long as neither of us go near that door to set it off, then whoever tries to come in here to kill us in our sleep will get trapped, and then we'll turn it on them.
Boy, I hope my new
Yeah.
friend doesn't sleepwalk.
Okay.
were there other rooms than the three that we are in?
Yeah, there's one other room. You assume it's the owner's.
Can I go to it and open it, the door, just to have a look?
Yeah, it's just like a generic bedroom. It's a little bit nicer than the other ones, but there's nothing
Also,
special.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
And Melissa, watching this and feeling inspired to make her own trap, I'm gonna say, before we go to bed tonight, she's gonna put like a bucket full of water above the door to war room.
Okay.
So you leave our door slightly open?
Oh, that's gonna let the
I guess.
breeze in from the stupid front door.
I don't mind.
These
It's
doors
like
have
a Graham's
fantastic
card.
insulation.
Graham's character making this super elaborate, trap, like building a bear trap, and Melissa's like, I'm gonna put a bucket
It's
of
fine.
water over the door.
Bear traps basically do no damage anyway. It's like a 1d4 damage, and you have to like do a thing to stop from being like stuck in it.
Okay, so is everyone going to sleepies?
I'll go into transies.
Yeah. Sleepy transies.
because semi-conscious and all.
Yeah. Know that special stuff from anyone else?
None I know.
Oh, yeah, why not? I'll tiny hut our room basically. So does it work? Can I make a dome inside the room
Yeah, sure.
so nobody can come in if I don't want them to?
Mm-hmm.
So I do it in a way that all of our party members could come in, but nobody else.
Oh my god, that's so ironic for what I thought of before. I was like, am I going to do that? No, I'm going to do that. Okay, so like several hours pass and it like gets into what would be the evening, and Nuru hears the voice again, and you see the bucket of water above the door be lifted off gently and placed on the floor. And he's like, would you like to go for a walk?
Where do I see this?
Nope, you're asleep. And I was saying it's ironic because the character was already in the room when you activated the bubble.
Damn it.
I originally was going to be like, the door's going to open, and it's like, wait a minute, no, that makes way less sense. He would just follow you. And then
Oh yeah,
wait
the
for
others
Melissa to
couldn't
be
come in
asleep.
either because this is not the right spell. I can't tell that who come in. It's just people who are there when I cast it.
Right, well, doesn't matter.
Anyway,
But he's like, we have much to discuss.
um, sure.
So you're just going to happily go for a nice walk.
Hmm.
Melissa just happily snoring away. Are you going to shut the door so she doesn't freeze with her genius? I like the idea of when you walk past the water bucket, you notice that it's frozen solid. So it wouldn't have been a trick, it would have really hurt.
Wait, how cold is it actually in that room?
Oh, it's very cold. If you recall, there aren't proper doors on this building.
Yeah, whose fault is that?
Whoever the idiot was who decided that. But you do notice that the slight blizzard that was going on is a lot heavier outside. So like there is a gust blowing through.
How much time has passed?
A few hours. So it's like say 8-9 o'clock.
A few hours in the sense that my 4 hour long rest would have already happened, or
Sure, why not?
okay.
Yeah, let's make it halfway through the long rest. Just because then, why not? So you go into the inn. It's total silent. All the lamps and stuff are turned off. The man who was there before isn't there now. And as you exit the building, you notice that all of the people are gone. And not that you notice that it's nighttime. It would be dark if it wasn't dark already.
So where does our nightly stroll take us?
Why don't we walk over to the pier? So, and as you're walking, he explains, yes, if you had not guessed, I am concealing myself from certain individuals. And
Seems like you're concealing yourself from all individuals at the moment.
he like in your mind you hear like a chuckle. So you get down to basically the end of the pier, and no, you can't really see him pointing, but he like verbally gestures, saying, you can't see it, can you?
See what?
The ship.
Can I?
You don't currently see anything. What? Give me a perception with advantage. You
21.
focus. And it's like, as you're looking, it's like, no, more to the left, little more. And then you're staring at the side of one of the nearby mountains. And it looks weird. And then it's like, it's normal. And then it's like, you see a heat haze. And then you start seeing a shape. And like,
Which direction is it in? Like just straight out, or?
yeah, straight out from there. So like, yeah, in that direction.
Okay.
Like, obviously not right there, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, directly like southeast. So he sees your eyes closing and like focusing, is like, starting to see it, are we? And then after maybe a few minutes, it becomes more and more focused, and then you notice what was just like a perfectly normal just side of a mountain is now, there's a huge crater in the side of it, and you don't quite understand what you see. It looks like a big snail, sort of. Like it definitely looks like a snail shell,
But
humongous.
have I not seen that shape before in the dreams?
That is correct.
Okay.
As
Is
you
this Junji Ito?
may as well be. You focus and you're like, what the hell is that? Giant snail? And then you get the flashes of the memories from the dreams, and you falling through the sky, and the same thing, and you realise it is a ship. Wait, I don't know it's a ship. How do I know what that is? And then as like he sees the shock on your face, he's like, yes, they're doing a very good job of cloaking the city, cloaking themselves. Never be too careful.
Cloaking the city?
Well, first of all, are you aware of your predicament? You don't seem to have turned.
I am aware.
Uh-huh. And again, I apologise for my own cloaking, but as you can see, there are certain people that I am hiding from. That would not...
Can you make an exception for specific individuals?
Well, do you know what becomes of people implanted with those things in your head?
I have a rough idea.
Well, there's some of those in that ship who probably would want me dead. And,
Because
well, let's just say I'm an irregularity. And then he looks you over. And how long has it been in your head?
in-game time, I don't know, 3 days? It hasn't been that long.
Yeah, at
It's
least...
been like months out of
Yeah.
but-
At least like 3-4 days, something around that. So several days. And he's like, and you might be an irregularity too. So I wouldn't recommend eating those brains, because I have a feeling that you're on a tipping point.
But the meat is not what makes the people weird here, right?
Well, no, that would be the influence from the tear.
What?
Well, I haven't got close enough to fully investigate. I don't want to get too close just in case, but I've noticed but yes, you can't really see, can you? How can we do this? So
Can you send images in through the same way you can send words?
yes, I think that's a good idea. So you feel a psychic connection as if something is trying to get into your mind. Are you going to allow it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it feels very unnatural and you don't like it, but you allow it, and then you're suddenly looking at yourself. Can you see?
Can I?
Well,
Yes.
you can see yourself, and then you see the vision turn. It feels so unnatural because you are. It's like someone is moving for you. Is how it feels.
Yes. Someone is controlling the VR glasses without you moving.
Yeah. Nuru
Oh,
definitely understands that.
That's the
So
fastest way to make you throw up.
Definitely.
Nuru throws up over the side. You'll get used to it. And he looks at this building and he says, now tell me what you see. And you look at the building and you remember looking at that building. It was a nice, a bit basic, but nice wooden building. Quite quaint. You look at it now, it looks pretty wrecked. And there are tentacles all over it. Like writhing. And as he looks around, you see them and other horrifying things of the such. Like, you see one building that is just like covered in goop. One that has like, it looks like teeth protruding out of it. And everything around you suddenly looks just wrong. And then you feel the sudden jolt of the connection stop. And you're like back in your own eyes. And you can still see all of this.
That's handy.
So do you see now?
Mm-hmm.
So there is a place, not a nice place, called the Far Realm. And I believe in trying to fix their ship, they may have caused a tear nearby. I'm not sure where though. And I think it may have affected this village. Although I don't think the people have realised.
And what is your part in all of this?
Well, he's trying to like think, and you feel something touch like the temples of your head, and for a moment before you see hands pull away again, you see a mind flare. And it's like, I was once like you, but as you can see, well, not anymore.
Normal sized?
Yes, a normal sized one. Although, unlike the normal, like, obviously this is more for you as a player, the way that they normally look in their, like, regalia and such, he is just wearing normal clothes. Like, just traveller's clothes. It was a weird sight because it's like just seeing a person in normal clothes, but they have tentacle face.
And you're still you from
Yes.
before.
Well, I am something of a researcher, you see. I've always found the mind flares quite interesting. I suppose I've not introduced myself. Quite the scholar of the Illithid, as you might say. The name's Strom. And I created something of a... And then he, like, winces Cure? As you can see, it didn't go quite the way I intended, but I did get to keep my own mind. I could make some for yourself if you want to try the risk, but... Or you could just keep as is. I would say, though, don't... I don't know what the tadpole or whoever implanted you may have told you. Don't trust the things.
Seemed honest enough.
Yes. But a hungry man sounds very honest. Although I must say, I am having a hard time detecting it. Did you
It is
kill it?
quite... I don't believe so. It has been quite quiet recently. Cannot really feel it anymore.
He lets out a small chuckle. Well then, perhaps you may need the cure more than I thought. If it has already had its meal.
But if it already had its meal, wouldn't I be gone?
Yes, that is interesting. Did you get other memories?
So, fragments?
You are definitely an irregularity.
Well, it said itself it was one.
But yes,
But it also...
I sensed you as soon as you entered the town. I'm here doing research, as it were, and I thought I should probably warn you that even for one such as myself, the tempting as it may be, I have seen the effect of those who have not turned partaking of the brain. They very quickly turn.
So you have turned without partaking.
Though the temptation is, of course, still there.
Did the soup with the meat smell nice to me?
Yeah, it smelled very nice to you.
Okay.
But yes, he's made it quite painfully aware to you that it was brain matter. Rather than tasty cow pig.
I mean, I understand that it's experimental, but if I took that cure, as it were, of yours, would it guarantee that I would change shape?
Well,
Or
honestly,
would it...
I'm shocked that you've shown no changes as of yet. But, see, the thing is, you might not need the cure. It's more of a security precaution, just in case.
What do you want for it?
Want? I'd be happy to see a fellow subject. As I said, I am a scholar of these creatures. There is no known way to reverse the effects. Well, at least not that I've found. So, I will continue my research. I know, as strange as it is in these lands, sometimes someone just wants to be a helping hand.
Mm-hmm. What do you know about the rifts, and do you know how to close them? What would happen if we didn't tend to them?
And he thinks for a moment and then beckons you. Well, look at the town, and this has only been within a week or so. Wait, no, it's not been a week or so. It's only been within a couple of months or so. I keep forgetting that you went into that forest for several months.
Does he know where the rift is? Or can I see the rift now? Or because he just said it was somewhere nearby, right?
Yeah, he said before that he doesn't know where it is. He can, like, it's very obvious from the way everything is and the way the people are that there is something like that nearby.
Can you roughly triangulate where it is? Like, basically, is it a radius effect? So if you know where roughly the edge is and the curvature, can you...
Well, that's what I've been spending my time secreting away in this village trying to do.
Do
But
you have
no,
preliminary results?
well, my preliminary results have it more squarely towards the ship. It would make sense because it would be them trying to find a new power source.
Does it mean it's like on the lake, or is it like more actually where the ship is?
He doesn't know. He presumes closer towards the mountain. Because he...
I look at the lake. Is the lake like so deeply frozen over that you could easily just waltz over it?
Yeah. For the
Okay.
most part, for how cold it is, especially with like no sun, it's like quite frozen over. Like if you look around, you see areas that look like they've been cut out, which is likely where they've been doing their fishing and such.
Yeah, like ice fishing and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh,
Does he know where to close how to close the rift?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
Also, as for your friends, don't worry about them having a bit of brain. No harm. Probably don't tell them, because they might get a bit unwell. Just the thought of it.
Yeah, maybe wait a day or two when they've digested it.
But there's no harm in it.
If you say so. Would you be staying here and continue your investigation, or
Oh yes, I'll probably be here for quite a while.
have you... Sorry, a slightly different topic, but have you seen some wolf-like creatures nearby? I'm not sure if they would come here with the stuff that's going on right now, since I would assume they have the good instinct to keep away from such a place, but...
Wolves? No, I don't think so. Is there any other information you can give me?
They have been ravaging, or at least harassing, nearby towns, and it looked like they might be coming here next, but...
Besides the normal weirdness of the town, I think the only thing of note has been that the snowstorm has been growing much worse over the past few days. But no wolves. Not that I've seen.
Yep, I'll be right back.
How far is it to the mountain, where the ship is?
Like, probably an hour or two walking there.
Well, that's not far.
Like, it's not that far away. It depends. Like, if you wanted to do it now when it's late, it would take a lot longer because it's like, well, it wouldn't, because there's no sun, so the nighttime doesn't matter. Anywho, it'll take longer because I said it would. Stupid lack of sun making no sense.
So I understand correctly, you would like the rift to be closed, right?
Oh, very much so. I love the opportunity for this research. It's very rare, but these people don't deserve the fates that have befell them.
And you think they're savable?
Well,
Not that I care, but...
perhaps. If we could get rid of at least the people on the ship, stop those bloody broadcasts, try and...
Oh, you hear that as well?
Yes. Anyone who has psionic energies, he has that. On and on. Yes, we know you need a psi crystal. Yes, the ship has been downed. And he just like, you hear the like irritation in his voice that he's been hearing it for days and days and days and days straight. And like, now that you can see it, it feels louder in your head. Especially like as you're getting closer to it as well.
Okay, I will try to convince the rest that we should do this, and you will give me the cure for that, right?
You feel a weird elongated hand on your hand, turning it up, and then you have like a very small water skin placed in your hand. But of course.
When would I want to take this?
Well, the sooner the better, I suppose.
Will it do something instantly, or will it just stop whatever might change me? I'm a bit weary about going into... I've done too many things and putting stuff in my body that I might not should have.
Honestly, I could not say. Well, again, you are an irregularity. This is not the norm. So, yes, partially, I do want to help you, but partially, this is a great opportunity to try and understand better how it works.
What happened when you drank it? Did you turn instantly?
Oh, no, this was a more drawn-out process.
No, but did you drink it because you started turning, or did you drink it and then at some point start turning?
Well, let me be honest with you. I drank it and then implanted myself. Because there was no other way to get the research. And then it was, over the course of perhaps months or so, that I ended up becoming like this. At first I thought it was the perfect cure. But then, yes, 'twas not to be.
Okay. I'll see what I can do about the rift.
And
But
I will do my best as well.
I am bound to take care of the people on that ship anyway.
Ah, excellent. So win-win for everyone.
We will see. And I head back to the tavern.
Cool. So you go back. It's so cold inside of the... I know that you don't really feel it, but it's like, it's so cold in the actual tavern part. It's like, you go in and you're like, for a second, wait, was it warmer outside? And then you walk into the room and you're like, how is it so hot in here?
You slip on the now frozen ice from the water bucket.
No, that's melted because
I know.
the
I
room's
know.
nice and warm. Such good insulation.
Like just Melissa's body heat.
Sleeps on fire.
You walk in, Melissa's on fire, and it's like, oh, I'm so toasty. It's like, yes, you are.
Okay, I'll just wait until everybody is getting up.
Okay, so would say that probably took like around an hour or so. So you can go back into a trance for like the next 3 hours or so.
I don't have to. I'll just sit there and...
Yeah, you can just sit there, read a magazine.
Exactly.
What magazines they got? Illithid Monthly. Wait, that's suspicious. Alright, so Several.
Do I still see everything when I look out the window? Like,
Yes.
see all the weirdness?
Also, you are currently inside of a big goo house. Everything's gooey and weird. Like, occasionally, one of the tentacles in the room, just when you're not focused, just like strokes your face and then flops down. It's very not nice.
I leave the inn and wait outside.
I will stand in the courtyard away from all the buildings. So everyone wakes up. The bucket of water is sitting on the floor, Melissa. It has melted. Well, you didn't see it freeze, but it's sitting on the floor and the door is shut. The trap has not been sprung in the kobold room, and in the happy snug room, Poyo has not ate anyone. Well, at least as far as you know. In the middle of the night, the innkeeper's like, I came to bring you a glass of... Whoa!
Classic.
But no, Poyo has not murdered the innkeeper.
Smoothie will untrigger the trap and fold it up and put it back in the bag.
Excellent.
I unswaddle Poyo.
Is it technically still in the middle of the night, since we kind of had like a shifted going to the long rest thing?
It's
Like,
in the middle of the night.
It's just like...
Yeah, but are the villagers out and about again, or are they basically still in their programmed loop of sleeping now?
At this point, it would be like quite early morning. You've started seeing people like coming out of the buildings. Not many at this point, but like you have seen some, and yes, they do not look normal. They're all disfigured in weird ways.
Okay.
I guess I head downstairs for some delicious breakfast.
I want as soon as I hear people inside again, which I probably easily hear because of the very stupid saloon doors.
You really need to oil them. So yeah, you very clearly hear lots of Poyo, 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 and then the Anthony after him, food, 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 food.
I think at them, at Anthony, like, you shouldn't eat here, we should leave, the sooner the better. I'll explain everything once we're out of town.
Okay. I guess I say, come along, Poyo. We have a mission to do.
And it's like he looks at you. He looks through the hole in the kitchen, sees the meat. Poyo!
Poyo, come on. You know it's fine, Poyo. Let's go.
And he runs up, jumps in the kitchen, and just does a big old suck. Just the big chunk of meat all gone.
Oh, I can't stay mad at you, Poyo.
Turns
I
around,
give him a little pat on the head.
burps,
Poyo turns into a
smiles.
brain puppy.
Nah, I give Poyo a little pat on the head. Good Poyo.
Well, he's had his breakfast.
Yeah, and if the others come down, I tell them the same, though telepathically, and then once they're all out, do we have a map? Do we know if left side or right side around the lake is the smartest way? I don't know.
Yes, you do have a map, and you would notice that. Not notice. You would like look at it and realize going like this way around seems like the quickest way, like overall.
Yeah, then I would lead them that way.
Cool. So something fun for you, as you're walking past the pen, you just see it like a bunch of brain puppies in it. When everyone else passes it, it's like, oh, look at the cute cows and pigs.
I
They're
think at
so
them,
adorable.
if they approach, I think
boy,
at them, don't touch them.
Maybe they
Okay.
bite.
They might bite, that's true. Maybe he's psychic, he might be able to tell whether animals can bite you or not.
You can just see a bunch of brain puppies happily leaping around in the pen. Cool. So, everyone else, thoughts, feelings? As he's like, well, we need to go. Come on, this way.
Oh, why are we leaving?
What was that?
Wait, why are we leaving?
I'll tell you when we are outside of the town.
Can we just burn the town while we're leaving?
If we won't have to, if we are successful.
Successful in what?
I will tell you once we're out of town.
Okay, let's go.
Just to double check, you didn't drink the thing yet.
No, I did not.
Alright, just double checking.
Just so you know, I am planning on chugging it basically as soon as I have my next major headache or anything.
Okay.
As soon as I think that something weird is going on up there.
Sure.
And
That'll happen.
something is not keeping up to his somebody is not keeping his promise.
So is everyone following, or anyone ignoring and just like, nah, I'll just stay in the town and have some more delicious soup?
And be happy.
Nah, I'll follow. I'm guessing you seem more distressed than last night.
More
Everyone
determined.
Everyone give me a perception check. No, insight.
Insight.
Yes.
21.
Not 20, but that's down to a 19 because I'm crop at insight.
Still a nat 20.
I would try not to show any discomfort.
Well, no, it's more. So, Smoothie, are you doing one? No, he is not. So, Anthony and Bose, it's not like you see any distress on him. It's more that when he's talking to you, you occasionally see him like look at a building. Building looks fine. He just looks at it with a weird look on his face and then continues on.
Yeah, guys, I think he might be starting to get, like, infected with everything, with, the thing that's affecting all the other people here. He's, like, acting a bit weird. It's very strange.
I'll say nothing. And just continue walking out of town, following the rest of the group.
Well, sorry, I'm focusing on these poisons I'm mixing just in case someone tries to eat me.
You can walk
If
and
anyone's
poison.
going to eat anyone, if anyone's going to eat anyone, they're more likely to eat me.
You're not the one they were talking about eating yesterday.
Yes, but people eat birds, right? That's
True.
weird.
You're not a bird.
I don't like it. Yes, I am. I'm a bird person.
You're not a bird. Birds are small. You're big.
He's got you there.
Points at beak, points at wings. Flies 10 feet up, flies 10 feet down. I'm a bird.
Big bird. That's a
Other
T-Rex.
Other things have wings and beaks. You don't have to be a bird. You're too big to be a bird.
Not all birds are tiny.
Not
He's
from
got
my
you there.
experience.
Albatross.
Do your
It's a big
research.
bird.
Dinosaurs.
Do your research. All birds are tiny.
No,
Especially not birds around these parts. Have you never seen giant eagles?
So is this the conversation
Yeah,
that's happening
yeah.
as you're leaving town?
No such thing as a
Yeah.
giant eagle. They're
So
only normal
There
sized
is.
eagles.
There's me.
in this case, no one has a chance to notice. As you're leaving the town, Nuru, you look back and, like, this house? Big tentacle on the side waves goodbye to you.
Which house?
This one.
Mm.
Nice, quaint little house with a giant... Ooh, I can draw that. I can draw a big... purple...
God. Still make it look weird.
It'll be weird.
That doesn't look weird at all.
We can't see anything.
What?
It's on the wrong layer, probably. Ah, no, it is.
Yeah, I also couldn't see the names that you were giving for people earlier.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
none of that stuff showing up.
Oh, you wrote them down. I wasn't aware.
He said he was putting them on the thing.
Oh,
and they've never
yeah.
shown up.
I guess that's only a DM thing.
Yeah.
Aw. Helps me, though. I now know that his name is still George.
That's all that matters.
So we're over here somewhere, right?
Yeah, you're like walking around the like lakefront.
No, Rue, why are we leaving so fast?
In a bit, once we're out of earshot of the town.
So yeah, about like
There's nobody here. No one in the town's close enough to hear us.
I'd say
Okay.
like within like 10-20 minutes you're like
Yeah.
distance enough away that you can't hear any more like psychic interference apart from like the obvious warning signal.
I was
Okay,
waiting
so
to say that it wasn't the people he was worried about.
Hmm?
I was waiting for the it's not the people I'm worried about listening, it's the actual town comments.
so I have everybody sit down and go like,
Sit in the snow.
yeah. Well, they can stand as well. I sit down. So how many of you know what mind flayers are?
Smoothie puts his hand up.
Would that be an arcane or a
Yeah,
nature?
that would be Arcana check.
Arcana. I'll raise my hand.
I think that's a kind of fish.
Now, so you said that Smoothie knows. I still want you to roll an Arcana. Let's see how, like, if he knows the right thing.
Smoothie knows for a specific reason, which will make you not want to make me make an Arcana check.
Okay, sure. You can tell me that later.
I don't need to roll that to know that Melissa doesn't know that. What am I
See, he
saying?
knows very well.
Okay. So, and I use, while I'm telling this stuff, I'll use my minor illusion cantrip along the way to supply imagery. So there has been we have a slight shift in priorities, I think, right now, because there has been a ship. I make the ship with the illusion that has crashed into the mountainside back there. You can't see it right now, but it's there. And I was visited last night by a mind flayer researcher who has made me aware of the ship and that likely there is a rift to something called the Far Realm at the moment, somewhere close by, that is distorting the people of this town
Oh, I've heard of that.
and the whole town. And then I basically make, you know how sometimes in movies make this hologram map of the town.
Yeah.
Normally, like first the whole town normal, and I was like, that's what you see, and then make the hologram town how I see it now, and that's how the town is right now.
Ah, so we should go and punch that ship.
Oh no, not
And
the squid faces.
and then I zoom in also on like some of the townspeople, and like that's what they look right now. And this is the room you slept in.
You like you
Um,
show a vision of Melissa who thought she was like cuddling up to a pillow with just like a tentacle she's cuddling up to.
This is your brain before taking meth, and this is it after. Although to be fair, it doesn't sound far off.
and I show the weird animals and go like, you don't even want to know what those are. And
I would like to know what those are. What are they? They look really interesting.
Brain puppies.
I don't
Seems
know
like we
what a
should go
40
punch everything on that ship. Let's
Yeah,
head off
and
to
we
go
have
punch
to-
the things on that ship.
we should punch the things on that ship, and we should close whatever opening in the dimensions is close by.
Yes. So let's go do that.
But I'm not
Yeah,
entirely sure how, but I would try.
Step
We had a
one.
weird traveling
Punch
kobold
them.
that passed through our place once that talked about all this stuff. Said something about gems being the thing that stopped them. I don't know. He was pretty weird.
Okay, catching on.
Do you know, is that kobold somewhere close by? Could we ask them to help?
Yes, Graham,
Absolutely.
is that kobold close by?
Graham knows that kobold is definitely not close by. Smoothie has no clue where that kobold is. He passed through after scaring all the kobolds with his weird stories of squid faces and invasions.
Well, I mean, there's sort of a rift to the far realm nearby, so
Hey, your character's close by.
yeah.
Sort of.
in a very far realm sense of close by.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's this. He was talking about there being some sort of like weird army of squid things, and then like even worse things behind them.
Yeah, that's probably why we should want to close whatever that is. Okay,
Yes, let's go.
then I stand up
Let's
and
go.
start marching towards the thingy.
I really like to think that was just natural silence of just everyone like, yeah.
Well, let's go.
Yeah. I guess we all start heading towards the ship that only one of us can see.
Boothie hefts his 1.5 foot long stick that looks like a crudely like whittled gun.
I'll fly about 10, 15 feet up
Mm-hmm.
into the air and just keep up with the party by flying slightly.
Can everyone just quickly tell me what their passive perception is?
20.
That's
60.
that's fine then, as long as someone has the number I need.
12.
14.
I didn't mind. Actually, let's see if it's 12.
I don't think anyone's is bad enough. So, you spend like several hours trudging through the snow, taking the occasional stop and whatnot. And as Nuru, you know that you're like, you can see it getting closer and closer. Can everyone start giving me perception checks? Just like,
Including myself?
no, not you. So everyone give me a disadvantage, then a standard, then an advantage. I know that's very awkward.
so- 11 for my disadvantage. 11 for my normal.
I got 11 disadvantage, 23 normal, and 16 advantage.
So you got
21 advantage,
So
sorry.
21, 23. Basically, I want to know what your highest roll of the three was.
Oh, 23.
Yeah.
21.
Uh,
13.
okay.
So I got a. Oh God. The first one, what was it?
So disadvantage, then standard, then advantage. Which
Okay, disadvantage standard. Okay,
it's
so
basically
first
supposed
one,
to be as you're getting closer and closer.
13.
So
Yeah, so
so
13,
yeah,
18,
18's
and
fine.
7.
So everyone
13, 18,
except
7.
Smoothie, as like in the process of getting closer, you start seeing a weird wavy outline, and then as you're getting closer, it's getting clearer, and then by the time you're like near enough to it, you can all except Smoothie, who still can't see anything, very unpsionic as he is. You can all see this weird tentacly snail ship thing.
Huh. Well,
Let's punch some squids.
And I also, as we need to move over to the other map, need everyone to roll me initiative. That's what the perception was for. As two big, horrible, wormy things appear to attack you. All you had to be was, can you have over 11 passive perception between the entire group?
Can
Oops.
beforehand, like somewhere along the way, can I just say, like telepathically tell Melissa, in case at any point in the future I start to behave weirdly, like out of the ordinary weirdly, just smash my head, please.
Just smash me
can
head
I
in.
communicate back?
No,
Can
you
I
can't.
communicate back? Oh, okay.
You can talk back.
Okay,
but-
then in that case, Melissa continues walking on in silence with this horrible realization.
Melissa is not hiding it well.
Where's the
She already
truck I got?
decapitated the one guy.
Yeah,
Remember?
that's true. Poor Melissa. Andrew,
No,
can you bring the initiative tracker up?
I do need to do that. I'm doing a really shitty version of what you can see from the outside.
I am about 10 feet up, so I don't know if that makes a difference as to what we can see.
It's just basically you can see the outside of it. I'm just doing a
Right.
really lazy job of showing that. Let's see, how does that look on the stream? Oh, it looks awful because that's not rendered properly. It doesn't look too
Time
bad.
to punch worms that look at ships later.
Punch worms and take names. We're all out of names because they're not talking. They're just angry worms.
Did they come out of the earth, or where did they come from?
They were basically just like hidden in the snowbanks.
Oh, okay.
It would have been like they would have surprised you from their hiding if you somehow between all of you had less than 11 in passive perception,
Fair.
which I don't really think is possible unless you had minuses. Oops. Well, he gets a 20. I just realised I meant to click the initiative thing on them. Well,
Okay, let's take a look. Oh wait, no, I have to click my icon, don't I? Oh wait, no, she's not even there. No,
Yeah, you
no.
will have to put yourself on. Wow, Boast with the big initiative.
Yeah, the only reason I rolled myself twice was because I forgot to click on that token first.
Yeah, same.
I mean, also same. So, as everyone is getting prepared and ready, I guess that means that Boast is up first.
I will fly up 50 feet, so I'm currently 60 feet in the air,
Mm-hmm.
and I will shoot this one. With my bow. I will also use sharpshooter.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the thing? D20 plus 4. Does a 17 hit?
Definitely does. You
In
you fire an
which
arrow
case,
into their carapace.
D8 plus that's 17 damage.
That's pretty good. And on the bottom one.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we are level 6. So I'll use my second attack.
Mhm.
So that's
Same one?
D20. Yeah. Crit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So that's 2d8 plus 40. 23 damage.
Mm-hmm. You very much scared that carrion crawler. Rah, I'm a big scary. Oh my god, he's got horrifying arrows. It looks incredibly hurt from those 2 arrows.
And that's my turn.
Awesome. It was a pretty solid turn getting that wonderful crit.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So this one's gonna walk forward and apparently go on top of you because I hate grids. Oof, that's a big number. Well, big plus, I mean. Oof, I nearly rolled 8 dice instead of a +8. So against Nuru, 20, does that hit?
It's not. Yes, it does.
Okay. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw while I do the damage?
I believe I have failed the Constitution saving throw.
Yes, and you take 3 poison damage. You are also poisoned for the next minute. Until the poison ends, you are paralyzed. You can repeat the save at the end of each of your turns. It's then going to make another attack against you. With its bitty. Nom nom nom. Delicious. Wow! It had advantage and got crit on both. What?
It would have gotten critical hits anyway if it hit.
True.
Because I'm paralyzed.
That's super disappointing.
I can't get quadruple crit,
Super
unfortunately.
duper quadruple crit.
So sad.
So that's a strong 6 damage. And I believe, yeah, that's everything it does. So it is Melissa's go.
All right then. From where I'm standing, I'm going to pull out my new trusty spear. God, it's been too long since
The spear of a million effects.
Asadia's grip, and I'm going to do a thrown attack with it.
Cool. I mean, unless you're attacking the one far away, you don't need to throw at the one next to you.
Hang on a second. Wait a minute. I'm zooming in. Wait, the little purple line you mean you've drawn?
Oh, this one.
Okay then. Then on second thought, I'll just give it a normal
Poke.
two-handed attack then.
Okie dokie.
Does that hit?
No, that's awful. Yes, that definitely hits.
Sometimes I honestly can't tell because there've been times where I've rolled high and it's like, no, you missed. I was like, fuck. Okay, so that's 13 piercing, and
Plus
what's
8.
the second one again?
I can't
What?
remember. But I set it up so I know it's correct.
Don't you have the piercer feat or something?
Possibly.
I do, but it doesn't like really affect it in this circumstance.
I think
but
it just does an extra 1d8 on its hits.
Yeah, it does, and
Yeah.
also I get an.
Which
Oh, you
one
can re-roll one hit, yeah.
Which one are you attacking? The close by one.
Yeah.
Okay, just so I know who you're hurting.
Okay. And I'm gonna attack it again if it's still standing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's enough.
Now are you sure that one hits?
26 is a good number. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that? And then what does it do?
I mean, it's your turn.
I mean, I've done my action now, and
So do you end your turn, or do you have something to do with bonus action?
I'm just checking to see if I can. No, I end my turn. Yeah, that's it for me.
Cool. It is Nuru's turn, so I guess make your save.
Can't save, right?
Yeah. Huzzah! You were like, you bitch, and you get back up.
But that's the end of my turn, right?
Yeah. You are
Okay.
not paralyzed, at least.
Yay.
Smoothie! Go boom boom.
Smoothie shifts to here, picks up or takes like a smooth rock, puts in the end of his poorly whittled excuse for a gun, and catapults it toward it in the direction. So if it misses the first one, it will still have a chance to hit the second one.
Nice. What's the save DC?
My save DC is 14,
And
it is
Dex?
a Dex save, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, Dex save.
So that's only a garbage +1.
Okay, first one passes.
And so does the second.
Whiffs completely.
It just keeps going into the distance. The smoothie looks sad.
I thought that would work. Smoothie decides that the better part of valor is to run away.
Cool. Very hurt guy is going to run up and go for punchy friend who definitely 100% he's going to be able to hurt you, because you definitely don't have amazing stats. Does 27 hit?
Yeah, scrapes me just about. Ooh, you were close on that one, Andrew.
Cool. Make me a con save. Well, he does a huge amount of damage to you. Boy, that's a whole 5 damage. And you are paralyzed.
Amazing.
This save is so bad. I mean, yeah. And then it's just gonna take a good old nom on you. With advantage. I'm guessing 16 isn't enough.
Yes.
What is your AC
It is
again?
not. 17.
Oh my god. I actually thought it was higher. Damn, no critical, really garbage bite. Okay. Anthony, it's your turn.
Con save. Yay.
Success! You get back up and waste your turn. Back round to
Yeah.
His brother is.
aerial bird friend.
I'll fly up another 50 feet.
Sure.
Also, how
Uh,
much damage did I take from it? Sorry, when it attacked me.
5.
And
No.
shoot at it again.
By the way, that's 5 poison damage if that makes a difference.
It does not.
Okay, just double checking.
21 hits, I'm fairly sure.
Mm-hmm. They have garbage AC. Which one you attacking? The one you'd already done.
The one that's currently chowing down on my friend.
I mean, that could be either of them, but yeah, I know which one you mean.
This one.
Yeah.
19 damage.
So you like fly directly above it and just fire straight down, and the arrow just like goes straight through its brain and smashes its head into the floor.
Second attack on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So D20 plus.
Oh, no snack for slime.
23.
Yeah, that is definitely enough.
18 damage.
You didn't kill it. It looks so hurt. You like fire and an arrow just goes straight through its eye and it screeches in pain.
I mean, canonically at this point, the companions are what? Like, being gathered up by Strix right now? And heading off?
I think they're on the way at this point. No, wait, no, actually, no,
Yeah.
they're way further forward. They're like already at the tower.
Alright.
Yes, I have a very awkward timeline in my head. If only someone wrote these things down. Alas. Alright. That was a good turn. Dead carrion crawler. I guess this one's just gonna try and paralyze him again. That's 8. That's a hit. So, Nuru con save. You fail and fall to the floor.
No, I don't. I'm just paralyzed.
What, you just stay perfectly straight.
I think so. Don't think with paralyzed you get knocked down.
Yeah, true. It doesn't say that you go prone. I just imagine, like, you go rigid and fall over. And that other one. Oh, wait, no, it's with
Do I take damage?
Yes, I was just going to do them both together. So,
No, it doesn't hit. The second one.
you take 3 poison damage.
No.
The damage numbers are so garbage.
The best type of damage.
Cool. Melissa, smash
Alright.
the bug. Smash it.
All right, I'm going to use my good old totally not cursed spear again.
It's not cursed.
That's
It's inhabited.
Inhabited by what? A
That
cursed
you'd have to
human.
ask.
Curses.
So you just thrust the spear forward, and you just literally you bring it down and chop the creature in half, like a perfect chop in half.
At first, I don't notice. It looks like it's just phased through the creature, and then it just falls apart. It's like, oh, I
Yeah,
did it.
it looks like you missed completely, and it's like you have the spear in front of it on the ground, like, ah, shit, and then it just falls apart. Dead. Dead.
Well, I guess
Noodle
we...
I did it! And then Noodle and just splits in half. Oh, shit!
You spin around and cut everyone in half. But
I spin about...
not the bird and not the kobold, because they're not right next to you.
Yeah, she just starts panicking. She starts...
No,
she
get
turns
the
around, but
get the glue.
swings it. Oh my God! No! Look what it did! No!
Yeah,
Fucking kills everyone.
yeah, I'm currently like 110 feet away. So
Yeah, I mean, she could throw it at you. Accidentally throw
Look
it.
what I did! I throw it.
Oops.
I shouldn't have had butter. Why did I have butter on my pancakes this morning?
Well, I was gonna rush into the ship so that I could still use my astral arms next time, but I didn't even get a chance to summon them, so... Yeah, let's just take it slow and steady.
Yeah, Nuru's just like,
So
You
paralyzed.
okay? You okay, buddy?
Noodle, Lindle.
these
can I
rolls.
You alright, Nurlindale?
Friend, are you okay?
Huzzah!
Oh, good boy. You
Is that
did
all-
it.
Even with my...
All casual. Yeah, I'm fine. What's wrong?
Yeah, it's just like naturally an astral forward.
when I fly back down, how many of my arrows can I retrieve from the dead corpses of those that I have slain?
How many did you fire? 4.
4.
Just roll me a d4. Actually, roll me a d4 plus 1. Ah, so you get 2.
Okay.
Would have been insane if he somehow got 5.
Ah, there was 1 already in it.
Can I scan the area if there are any other things buried somewhere?
I'll just save you the time of you like search around as you all go much slower as you're going closer to the ship, which is in front of you, and you don't sense that there's anything else like out in the open.
Well, I guess...
when I get to when I get to about here, can I fly up at like about 200 feet? So I can have a bit of a look at the surrounding area.
It is mainly just like mountain and snow.
Can you fly up and see if anything is like on the ship's like deck?
Yeah, I presume 200 feet good enough to see the deck of the ship. Unless it's like a 500-foot ship.
That at the side is what you can see from the top. Because there obviously isn't a top map.
I guess.
Oh, is
I'll
that
head
the
around
inside that
back
you can see?
Yeah.
And I guess we'll enter the ship at the start of next session, I guess. We're calling it here.
That is a good idea. So, yeah, if you wanted to get up the ship, you'd have to climb up the creepy tentacles and basically, go to this frontal area.
We could also just make a door.
There is that. You could just blast your way in.
I thought more of like using my cloak of many stuff.
The cloak of many colours.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, we can come to that next time.
What is the plan? As I'll just move everyone over. Are you planning on making an entrance, or I mean, he's already ran ahead over there. Or would you like to have this as a conversation next time?
Go
I
in.
think we should. I think we should talk about it, but I
Let's
wasn't
just go in the
planning on
front
just.
door.
Okay,
I wasn't planning on just running in.
but he has ran in, but we'll see the consequences next time. Everyone else can talk and whatnot. Oh my god, it's done the thing again. I wanted to reveal. So, tune
As
in
if
next time for Rime. Hey, this is actually from Rime of the Frostmaiden.
Holy shit!
I know,
What,
shock
we're
and
doing
horror.
in-book content?
Well,
What is this madness?
close to Invoke.
far around madness.
Well, you know, I think that's the bit that's not in the book, but...
What? No,
All our games trend towards mind flayers.
the town definitely is like that in the book, 100%. Even though I started this session and said to you, wow, I looked up the stuff in the book, there's like 2 lines for this town. There is a side quest, because there's a side quest in all the towns, which ironically does have to do with wolves.
Well, we have to do the side quest. Obviously, that's the most important part of all games.
Nah, that side quest's done. All of the initial side quests have been completed by other adventurers. Because you are not level 1.
No.
Curse us and our being level 6.
How dare we?
And with that,
Yeah.
I will hit the end. Congratulations for something, I don't know. Yay.
Congratulations, 4.